got ourselves an arena game. And as we know, this season, the arena games are fan faction games. So, what do we got here? We got a user named Farty Time. I'm sure this is not an alt. And bid again, S check. I'm not that familiar with these users, but I think I've played against these guys before. Okay. So what do we got? Going down the track. We have 2 TP events at the beginning and end, 2 dwelling events in the middle. Unfortunately, they're not like positioned one round away from each other so that time travelers could take advantage. So unfortunately, it's not a good time travelers track. So, you know, the round 6 town could be okay for Brown, or for time travelers specifically. Past tile wise, we're missing the ship scoring tile, we're missing the spade, we're missing the priest. So round 1, we expect the 4 good past tiles to be the big building, the temp ship, the worker power, and the 4 coins of the cult step. There is like a chance that like a faction like halflings or something in seat 1 could be able to buy that priest, send it to air, bump air, but who knows. Looks like a good worm track. I hadn't thought of that, but yes, late dwellings or late towns for worms are always good. And yeah, I guess they can also try to, they go for like 2 shipping to try to hit these. Open double temple, start with like one of these coins tiles. I see it. We got goblins, so no worms. This is clearly a double temple. This is almost certainly double temple, like fire 1, earth 1. Use two of your things. Try to get temp ship, but if you can't, then just advance ship twice manually. Build these. Temple for water 1. Yeah, it's pretty good. You like goats. If priests were in, yeah, priest isn't in, and the regular spade isn't in either, so like getting these guys out could be kind of tricky, I think. You still probably get to buy the priest with your first action, but I mean, swarmlings could actually want to buy the priest with their first action, so who knows. Swarmlings, I've never really seen them in a fan factions game of my own, so that's kind of an interesting thing here. Who would we like to see here? I think djinni are quite fragile. Well, I mean, djinni can get air too, right? In the worst scenario, djinni just temple for air 2 and they automatically get this. So I was thinking, like, what if they start on this tile, then they buy the priest, send the first priest to air. Yeah, it's not bad, right? They're also in a nice position in the color wheel. Like, black should be on one of these 2 hexes to give a neighbor. And I'm just not that familiar with these red factions yet. I guess I should theoretically play them a bit, but let's just start with this for now. Okay, we got a nice color wheel. I think that I'm just going to bid engineers heavily here. Well, alright, maybe we should think about this. Engineers are going to be good here, no question. Swarmlings could take the double spade, but they may not. The question is, should engineers take this guy, or should they take this? I think that I would lean toward taking the 2 workers as opposed to worker power, because first off, our opponents want the worker power more, and secondly, I think it's okay not to get double spade in round 1. We should be able to get. We could just go temple earth 1, temple earth 2, pass, and then Like, I can't imagine anyone having a faster round than that. I think goblins are crazy good even with a bad bonus tile. Well, the question is, are goblins still crazy good if swarmlings take away their town space? Like, I agree, goblins should be able to just open double. Like, I don't think that this is a bad tile for goblins anyway, right? The 6 coins. That means all they need is a worker's action to get the opening that they want. Am I thinking that NG is better than goblins, better than swarmlings, better than djinni? I kind of think that djinni are the 40 faction here. The presence of swarmlings means that they aren't getting the 2 key town for sure. It's not clear where you build your stronghold. Like, the stronghold for djinni is actually a very powerful scoring item. Maybe you open double temple and then you try to stronghold here, but then you try to stronghold whenever you fall on this tile or something. I don't know. I do like, are engineers really better than goblins? I have kind of a hard time believing that, but maybe we should try it. I also think, I don't know, because you gotta expect G6 swarmlings here, right? And you kind of expect swarmlings to take this guy on their first move. I said I was going straight to NGs. You know what? I said I was going straight to NGs. Who am I to be a liar, right? I think it would be nice to play some of the new factions for a change. Goblins are arguably the most powerful faction in the game now. But I'm not that good with them. I think what we would like to do is build 2 temples and then use a bunch of these tokens for workers. You think goblins are slightly better, but you can see arguing NGs over them in this setup. Fair enough. All right, you know what? So our goal with this is temple earth 1, grab the workers, temple earth fire 1, and then in the upcoming rounds we just build C1. Well, it's not clear if we get C1. I guess we start by placing. Do we place C1 this matchup? I think that we do, because, well, djinni are going to get one of these 2 towns, but not both, right? Also, is temp ship even desired here? I think that as djinni, you probably prefer this guy to temp ship here. Okay, we'll put 1 more on goblins, then we'll bid down engineers to like a similar number. Then we'll bid down swarmlings. And then I think that djinni, I would want like at least if. Well, okay, so what about double temple djinni here? Is that too crazy? It would be. I think I would like to see goblins at like 25, swarmlings at like 32-ish, engineers at like 30-ish before I really, really wanted to play djinni here. But I do like djinni, and I'm sad someone else is probably going to jump to them before I get a chance. Because I think that going 2 ship here is perfectly viable for djinni. I'm not sure if I'm placing E10 or. Like, I'm actually not sure which of these 2 eastern blacks I'm placing on and which of these 2 western blacks I'm placing on yet. I get to respond to my opponent's first decision on one of them, but not both. Is it ever correct to place on both of these? That might be a little too constricting. C1 seems pretty good because swarmlings are likely to take away C1 if I don't place here. It's also good to get yellow as a neighbor. Like, there's no chance I really lose this hex, right? Actually, it's probably just C1, I think. With this track, I could just go double econ favors as goblins and then try to sanctuary for water 1, earth 1, or water 1. Probably. Like, you're probably right. But do I need Earth 2? Like, I'm building all these dwellings in these rounds, and I'm probably going to use, like, 2 or 3 tokens to get myself, like, 4 workers early. You're thinking Air 2, I see. Seems kind of a bummer to take Air 2 with no, like, cult payoff for it, but... I also think that with Swarmlings and Engineers in the game, I'm probably not getting that many double spades. MLP next. Yes, I found the game. I assume that you mean on time. Yeah, I did. Lucky me. Anyway, I think the answer is no. I'm never taking Air 2 as goblins here. Swarmlings basically have Air 2, so they're going to fight power actions. Engineers always want to, like, they're going to definitely double temple here, so they're going to fight power actions. And if I'm djinni, I'm 100% taking Air 2, right, for this air spade. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, you caught the stream on turn 1. I see. Yeah. Well, welcome to the stream. What do I like about Swarmlings here? I think that you get, like, Swarmlings can also have a fast round. Swarmlings could have a fast round than Engineers here. They could go Stronghold, Temple for Earth 1. I would probably take Earth 1 here as Swarmlings, and then djinni probably wind up with no Earth 1. And then that's 4 actions, and then pass for double spade next round. That's a perfectly fine round for Swarmlings. The other line for Swarmlings would involve buying a priest in round 1, I think, and sending it to air. And then trying to get, like, this town. I think that passing first is quite good for, like, a lot of factions here. When would I jump to djinni? I think that I was saying that I would want to see, like, goblins below 30, engineers at 30 or below, and swarmlings, like, pretty low as well, like 32, like something. I was saying, like, goblins at, like, 25 even. Like, I don't really know. Like, it does look like there are 2 cult factions this game. So this is either an alt or just, like, a relatively newer player. This is a strong player who hasn't played that much, but I have played them before. I'm curious. How do I find my games with them? We played once before. This was a whole year ago. Yeah. Okay. And then pretty good elo for not a lot of wins and not that many games. 1 table found, but okay, no, this is our first time. Goblins at 30 still feel scary. Yeah, I agree. I just think that they're very, very good. And, like, djinni, like, your game really rests upon getting this hex, I think, for djinni. Like, there is a world where we get, like, a 3-town game going as djinni, but okay. This could be our last bit on goblins, I think. Because I think I know how to play engineers and swarmlings well, and I think that I can have a very good game as either of those. Just with, like, early passes for the double spade. The round 2 double spade with this dwellings event is going to be so important. And also, like, with this event, it's super, it's going to be a very tough round 2. My djinni line, I think, if we take this worker, like, this cult step guy as djinni, right? I think that if we take that and then our first action is to buy the priest, we get the first. Oh, yeah, we don't get a chance to try it out, unfortunately. I figured that this was likely to happen. I think I really like engineers in this deal, and I think I'm placing C1 to start. Now, this does mean that I'm forfeiting a center town, but odds were that djinni were going to get E6 before me anyway, so I need to figure out where my towns are going to go, but hey, that'll all we'll figure it all out, right? Yeah, this player doesn't really know what they're doing, so there's a very good chance that I just get to place in the east. And sorry, I mean that's kind of a mean thing to say. I should clarify that I don't think that this is a great placement for swarmlings. I think that making bridge towns as swarmlings is not a great proposition. But it is quite bad for me, actually. I think that this could just mean that engineers and djinni are close to running away with it. This player is a decent elo, but players with good elo and few games don't necessarily know how to play swarmlings very well. I would always place g6 in this matchup. You just don't need this neighbor. You're guaranteed a neighbor on g6. Like, there's no world where you don't get a neighbor on g6 as swarmlings. But yeah, like, they could get onto temp ship and then interfere with me here, but I can't really live in fear of that. NGs are contemplating where to go. They might not be placing the east. That would be pretty crazy, I think. They're supposed to place in the east, I believe. I think djinni's next dwelling goes on either e8 or g4. Then swarmlings, maybe they go d2. NGs are the weak player elo-wise. I mean, NGs are the weak player elo-wise, but they've also only got 20 games, and they have a name like Farty Time, so I'm pretty, like, I would really not be surprised if they were just an alt. Wonderful plays. Hello, first time chat. How are you? Can I briefly explain the goblins? You are unfamiliar with the new factions. The goblins have a pretty typical faction board. However, what's unique about them is that they have these X tokens. And I start the game with 2. And the X tokens are basically one-time economic boosts that you can use. So the way it works is you pick a type of structure, and then you count up the number of buildings of that type that you've already got on the board, and then you gain a resource depending on what type that was. No, it's okay. You have no obligation to be polite. So basically, the way it works is, if I have like 2, we can look at what this does, right? So if I have all my dwellings on the board, or like 6 dwellings on the board, right? And then I use an X token, I can say I want power for my dwellings, and then I would gain 6 immediate power. The strongest reward is probably the trading post one, which gives you 2 coins for each trading post that you have up. So yeah, hopefully that clarifies things a little bit. Skimmy, C5 NGs, you are very confused. This player is not very strong. Any case, basically wonderful plays. Like, my consideration here is that I want to open with a double temple opening. And then that'll score me points on the scoring track, but more importantly than that, I get more X tokens by taking favors. So I'm going to have 2 favors after round 1, or I can have essentially 4 X tokens, though I will probably be spending some of those pretty early on. This is weird. I think that I'm supposed to place down here on h5. So here's my rationale. First of all, it takes away a town from swarmlings, or it makes it harder for swarmlings to make a town. Secondly, I want to open double temple. Thirdly, I have e5 anyway. This lets me ship to f5 for 1 dig and get g5. And I think I would like to come here and make this town around engineers. So I believe this is the correct placement, which is funny. This is also kind of nice because I get a town through here. I'm probably going to let djinni beat me to this hex. I'm going to be more focused on shipping than digging early. I have some slight connection issues. If swarmlings do like take this hex round one and then temp ship and then take away one of these blacks, I'm going to struggle a little bit to connect, but I can probably still get like this brown. Like as long as I get this black, then I should be able to get like this brown and like this green or this red or something. So Husky, this game is not panning out how you expected during the auction. No, it is not. I really liked Engineer's position, but after they placed here, I'm not convinced that they're very good, and I'm not sure what's going to happen now. I think that S-Check is a friend of the stream, and S-Check is good. I like the djinni's position here, given that we're playing someone relatively inexperienced. NG start on temp ship. Okay, that temp ship is good, but I'm not sure what they're going to do with it. Like contextually speaking, I like temp ship more in rounds 2 and 3. Plus, this is a clear double temple opening for engineers, or at least like double dig. You know, get down 2 dwellings, have a temple and a TP. But placing here with no neighbors is pretty rough. However, they could like do G3, D4 as their dig. E9 is probably also advisable. Like E9, D4 is also pretty good. So we'll see. This is probably not a town spot. I think that I have 1 town right now, and I'm going to be getting like 1 town here, 1 town here, and then I don't know if it's a 3-town game. We'll see if I can eke out a 3rd town, but there's a chance there's a chance that I can't, and that's okay as well. I'll probably try to temple for water 1 here, but there's a chance that I won't be able to be fast enough. That's okay as well. Djinni have no neighbors, so I kind of hope that they will just upgrade here. They have tempo on the double dig, so and I guess the best world is that I get this instead of this. Like I'm thinking that I want this workers power action, right? But like the way that things are going, there's no guarantee that I actually get that. And then do I want this or do I want this? The extra cult step doesn't really do me anything, right? What are my starting cults? I have a step on earth and a step on air. I could cult step one of these guys and get one of these, but I don't think that that's really worth it. I think I'm like, I guess the other thing is that this is like a good pass tile for me in round 2, right? Whereas this is like, they're all good pass tiles for me in round 2. You know what? I'm having a long round anyway. Let's start with this guy. We'll upgrade here first. I don't want S-Check to get upgrade tempo on me, so that's just part of my thinking there. Ooh, I just realized that I could have opened temple air 2. I didn't realize that I had to step on air. Yeah, actually, that was a mistake. I was supposed to take this, right? Yeah, I was definitely supposed to take this and take air 2 as one of my favors instead of fire 1. Still, yeah, that came as a result of me just not knowing my faction board very well because, yeah, S-Check used to play a fair bit and was good. Fair enough. Scoomy, you thought that you had no chance to connect as goblins so many times, and then you wound up triple shipping and triple digging. Fair enough. I get an upgrade down here. I don't know if my opponent would rush Earth 1 on me. I definitely don't think it's correct for djinni to rush Earth 1, to be fair, so... Swarmlings are looking terrible here. Yeah, Swarmlings is not a strong player, I think. So, like, it's okay that they don't look great. You think I'm still fine? Yeah, I'm still fine. I think I'm pretty fine, but it's not where I wish that I were, you know. Okay. I believe we need the workers, so I'm going to just take the workers. I think the workers are arguably even more important than Earth 1. If I do temple here, I give djinni the double dig, and I don't really want to do that either. They'll get double dig and a cult spade. That's very strong for djinni. Let's upgrade down here. I'm just going to be super, super greedy. Djinni taking the 2 workers is also not particularly good for them because, yeah, because if djinni do take those workers, then, and engineers don't dig this hex, then they don't actually have a neighbor. So that's not great. I mean, I guess I could get really... Well, I can't lose both Earth 1 and the workers. However, I could lose... I could be put in an awkward spot here. So...
Need my leggings on your... You're all on cheese.
It's okay. We got offered some leech. Hilariously, we are now offered the double dig. I don't think that we actually want this. The fan factions are so weird like that. Djinni confidently temple. They are now in position to take double dig themselves. I think that engineers are supposed to double dig here. Let's see if they actually do it. They took temp ship, so if they don't take a dig action, then they don't get to ship anywhere. You'd think that that would make you inclined to temp ship, but let's see what happens. So I think it's pretty clear now. We buy the workers, and then we temple Earth 1, and then we temple Fire 1. And I feel very, very sad that this didn't happen, and wow, buddy, it's not gonna go great. I guess engineers can just dig this, build this, or dig this, build this, or something. Regardless, they actually took Air 2 instead of Earth 1 anyway, so we're fine there. Will swarmlings double dig? They do not. Djinni are just going to get away with this. Well, it's quite nice for them. I would probably take this guy. I'm almost certainly taking the brown hex in the center rather than this red hex, because that gives you a chance to get both of these. Engineers should protect this red, but they have done not good things so far, so we don't know that that'll actually happen. Also, I feel really like this is probably a good sign for me not taking Air 2 that engineers took Air 2, but they're also not double templing, so I really have some regrets about not taking this, but I'll be okay. Djinni are the only threat because these other games just look bad. Yeah, it's weird playing with opponents who are unpredictable. So we'll see. I do hope that swarmlings don't get a dig here. That wouldn't be like if swarmlings can't build C3 this round, that would be very good for me. Yeah, there's the double dig. I feel very sad about missing out on this Air 2 line, which I was, oh man, no. Buddy, this is not good. This is not good. It's not good for me either because this hurts my connection chances. This was one of my connection hexes. Yeah, certainly G3 was better and E9 or D4. This is bad for everyone. It's good for djinni. It's maybe good for swarmlings. It's not good for me.
Anyway, one good thing is, of course, that this hex didn't get hit, so. You know, if I'm allowed to, I think I'm supposed to buy the priest here. I don't know if that'll happen. Yeah, this hex is certainly becoming yellow, and I think that I can probably say that I like djinni here now. I now feel comfortable saying that. I also think that I'm supposed to buy a priest and send it to air, right? I guess I'm pretty coin short in that case. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to save my coins for power actions, but you don't think I will 5 power priest on it? Yeah, I mean that's not the concern. The concern is more like, am I out of coins then? Because I'm using my tokens. Like I need 2 ship advances, right? If I can get onto this temp ship, that would be pretty spectacular. But that requires engineers not to pass here, because certainly djinni will then pass onto temp ship. Yeah, man, djinni are crushing this game. Because djinni getting temp ship means that they can open round 2 with a hard dig here and then build this. Swarmlings did take Earth 1. I think that is correct. You thought that I would have used a token with 2 TPs up? Yeah, I might have been misguided there. Those 4 coins could have been good. Unfortunately, they do take the coins tile. I don't think I should ever pass up this chance for fire 1 here. Can I just pass on to temp ship, advance ship once, build these guys, and then temple for no? Because then 1, 2, 3. Is that way too crappy? It seems a little crazy, right? But the plan would be pass on to temp ship, open the round with maybe a coins action. Yeah, I could take a coins action. Advance ship, build 3 hexes. That's probably a little too crazy. My alternative line, right, involves templing here for fire 1. And then I have 4 plus 3 coins. I have 8 coins for next round. That's exactly 2 ship advances. I mean, or I could like send priest to air, and then I get this hex, and like maybe I hard dig this hex or something. The cult spade is probably not that good right now. This game is pretty coins rich. Yeah, I think that I'm gonna pass for this temp ship tile. We're gonna see how this goes. This could end very poorly for me. Swarmlings saying that they wanted this temp ship. Yeah, well, I'm glad that didn't happen then. After playing so much Terra Nova recently, it's weird how the same tile / resource in the two games have different values. Are you talking about coins? Like, I've played Terra Nova once, and it's weird because there's only one resource, right? There's only coins. You never would have thought of this early pass on a temp ship, but you like to play. Well, thank you. It's obviously not an easy call to make. But again, says on my placement messed them up. Funny. Well, so to be clear, I'm not spading here. I am taking coins. And then building these guys. I might even... Oh, well, let's not get there yet. Wow. Djinni don't take this guy. I think that they really want this E8 hex, which makes plenty of sense. Well, that doesn't seem good. This is not the action that I expected. Okay, can we temple fire one here and then use our X token? Or is that too greedy? I think that that's too greedy. I think that I can afford to push off fire one next round. And I can always just take the coins next round as well, right? It hurts the djinni at least. I mean, this very, very badly hurts the djinni. Because now I probably get b4, right? And then maybe I get b5. Like, swarmlings might be rushing me to b5, and then I might need to take g3 or something to cut through here, but yeah, shit. This is I don't think I'm connecting here. Unless I get g3 or something. Which I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't get g3. Let's be clear about that. But I think I get a8 at least. Is there any world where I can get up here this round? I don't think that there is, right? All right, let's do this. We're gonna take the coins. Then we're gonna temple fire one, and then we're gonna advance ship and build our stuff. I think we can't afford to do that. Let's start with this. Yeah, I now need either this or this hex to connect. And swarmlings could take away both in one go. I'm assuming that I'm losing these two hexes. Like, theoretically, I could dig all the way through here, but who knows if that'll actually happen.
Engineers put priest to water instead of fire. They could have gotten this bonus, but that doesn't happen for them, so it's kind of sad. If I'm djinni, I might go Temple Fire 1 here. Wonderful players. What is my favorite faction to play fun-wise? Well, honestly, I really like Swarmlings and Engineers. I think that both of those are very fun factions to play. Swarmlings have a very strong... Like, I really like the Swarmlings' ability to score inherently. Like, they can make a lot of points with Water 1 and Air 1 and play very tall games. And I think Engineers are one of the best factions to play, like, wide with. Like, they're unique... Yeah, I mean, the Engineers' unique building cost is very cool. And this, like, their ability to open double temple, like, I really like Earth 2 as a favor as well. And their ability to use Earth 2 really well is one of the cool parts about them. We are in some trouble here. Oops. No. Okay, we're going to get ourselves some workers. Same as Helga's choices? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of funny, but yeah, I mean, I have a t-shirt with, like, Swarmlings on it. I kind of feel bad about not bringing that one to TMCon. I also do, like, I really like witches. I like that they incentivize you to, they give you extra reward for making towns. Making towns is one of the cooler parts of Terra Mystica, but I do find that one mistake that people tend to make is to overvalue towns. But if you're playing witches, then there's no real overvaluing towns as witches, so that part's cool. Swarmlings pass early. I think that's a good pass. They're probably going to take away some of these hexes here. You have the Engis t-shirt, nice. I like this dig quite a bit. You were interested in going to Terra Mysticon, but you couldn't work out your vacation with it with some extra stuff at work. That's a bummer. Yeah, I was really lucky to be able to go. Like, it worked out at a time, like, in my career and everything, that I was able to make it happen. You're in Europe though, right? MLP Nix. Like, that's a harder trip. Like, we did have a good number of Europeans, but I think the vast majority were Canadian or American. Sweden? Yeah, that's pretty far. But hey, at least it's northern, right? Right now in this game, I'm very concerned about my connection. I simply think it's probably just not going to happen. Engineers digging this red hex was very bad for them. Digging this yellow hex was also very bad for them, but they've done it, so they've shown a lot of willingness to do bad things. And it's okay. Like, we're like fighting out of tough situations as part of Terra Mystica. I think that I would have done this as well. Buy the priest and maybe just take the first priest to fire here. Or maybe they take the first priest to earth even. I have no idea who's winning now. I thought I had a pretty good idea before, but yeah, I like that play for djinni. even though they would quote waste a step, like that's good. NG's role in this particular game is to make others worry. Yeah, a disrupting factor does happen in Terra Mystica sometimes. This seems a little silly, but I'm considering taking 2. Like, I'm short on coins again. And next round I need a ship advance if I want to get to 2 ship again. I am considering using 2 of my tokens to hard dig this, and then build this. Or not even build this, just hard dig this. And that way I have stuff to do next round. I get myself another free black. The other thing I could do is I could hard dig this, and then I could get myself connected really quickly. That seems really bad. I'd be using up basically all my X tokens. Using 2 X tokens for 4 workers and just 1 hard dig seems pretty misguided, but I'm really considering it right now. Like the tempo here is pretty good. But I would only have 5. This is pretty tough. I feel pretty bad about how long I'm taking this game. Yeah, I don't have any power left for spades. No help is coming in terms of spades, so I need to make something happen here. So do I go for connection in town? Like I can put myself in position to grab this hex next round if I just dig this and then double hard dig this next round. Then I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dwellings on my board. Yeah, that's not good. Spending all that effort to only get out 5 dwellings is not really worth it, so let's do this. Our neighbors for our towns are getting tricky as well. Engineers are supposed to be on this red hex, and they're supposed to be on this C2 hex, but that hasn't happened. So, like, I would love to just hard dig this B2 hex, but engineers aren't there, so that makes that a lot less appealing.
Swarmlings dig this F4 hex. Wonder if they're planning on floating this G3 hex. I could grab G3 myself right now. That would be a double hard dig. And I'm trying to figure out how bad that is for me. I would probably be getting this. I would be doing 2 priests to workers. And then... Okay, so the plan is still the same, right? We get 1 town here, we get 1 town here. Now we probably more need a 3rd town, so if I do get this hex, engineers are probably not going to ship their way down here. I might be able to dig my way to a town here. We'll start with this. Or no, sorry. We're going to undo that. We're going to start with the first priest to the earth track. Okay. I guess, like, one weird thing is that even if I do get G3, there's a pretty... I think that it's not insane that I could get G3 and still not connect. Because djinni just advanced their ship. They're going to build this hex this round. That's good for them. Swarmlings are on 1 ship. They could take this. And then, honestly, would it be crazy for djinni to dig this hex? I don't think it would be that crazy. So I think I'm supposed to just play like this. And... So swarmlings don't take this hex. So tempted to convert all my stuff and then take that hex. That's some welcome leech. I was so wrong about not needing that many spades. I guess that was the first dig that I've done this game, but spades have been so tight. Yeah. Let's come down here. And if we're able to, we'll pass for that TP tile next. Am I thinking dig upgrades in round 5? Yes, I am. I mean, dig upgrades have to happen this game. I think round 5 is probably the right round for it. Because that's where I want to carve this town and this town. Swarmlings do take the good tile. That's unfortunate. I mean, Engineers network is trash, so I'm probably beating them on network anyway. So I'm gonna get 6 network points. I might beat Swarmlings network as well. If I take this hex, shit, I actually should have taken this hex because this hex would have guaranteed me 2nd on network. And it's my 3rd town spot. Yeah, I think I actually was supposed to take this because then Swarmlings don't connect if I get this. They've actually played a pretty economical game, so I think that they're likely to beat me on network, given that I don't connect. Do I get 3 towns? This town is done. This town is not happening. The question is, do I get this town? Djinni actually are looking at 3 towns, right? Like, if they get this town, maybe I'm supposed to take away one of... Maybe I'm supposed to try a town like this. But that seems pretty expensive. I don't think that I have the spades for that just yet. I think my towns just go here, here, and then here. Swarmlings have complained that they feel like they're playing with fire about my placements, but I don't think they realize how much their placements hurt me in an unexpected way. Djinni take 2 workers that they can secure double dig, or so that they can hard dig E2. I'm just going to try to win my cult here. I think that this puts me in position to take a coins action next round. Swarmlings are probably opening around with double dig. That means that I should get coins, and I should be passing on to the 2 workers tile. Big building is 6 coins. Making a temple is 8 coins. I think that I'm probably supposed to make the temple because that just seems better. I can then get 3. Like, each of them is 4 points, right? Sanctuary, since I'm on the big building tile, the sanctuary and making a temple are both 4 points. However, I think it's probably much better to go for a temple because then I get to utilize the this X token better. Becomes a 3 worker thing. Yeah, the fact that I haven't gotten leech from Gray this game is really bad. It's been extremely painful, I think, for both of us. Actually, fair, nothing that Gray has done has been not painful for them, but the fact that I couldn't be friends with them over here has been really bad. They do come down here. So Zach, are we doing fan factions this stream? This is an arena game. However, arena now has fan factions. So yes, it is a fan faction stream. I also need to play faster, man. This game is going on an hour, and we're in round 3. So I'm gonna play a lot faster going forward. We're smashing the coins. I assume that the double dig is like if Swarmlings don't dig this hex next round, I'm just gonna build it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna dig. They're gonna open the round with a double dig on A10 and G3 though. They have a pretty good game going, honestly. But
but otherwise I am just going to grab the coins, which is, I think, what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh, fan fiction. Yes, fan fiction. No. Well, I mean, honestly, engineers, like, doing this with, like, look at how many hexes engineers have lost. This is pretty much fiction, am I right? Oh, at last, the prodigal son returns. All right, now I don't have to give all my leech to yellow over here. I can give it to engineers, which is what I would like to do. Engineers not taking d4 or e9 round 1 and leaving double dig open was madness. Yeah, this was, they had a very bad round 1. Is Matt the Lesser going to dominate this arena season with the new format? Yes, he is. That is the plan, I believe.
How's the temperature today?
It's very nice. It's very nice out today.
Like long pants or shorts or?
You could get away with shorts.
I don't want to go to dinner in shorts though.
Then don't. Just wear a dress. Yeah, power spades have just disappeared so fast this game. It's been really bad. Matt has only played like 5 arena games. That makes sense. Don't like this from swarmlings. Swarmlings were supposed to take this bridge. Djinni have 1 lamp left, and they're going to use it to get on the Earth cults. So that's a bummer. We're going to lose the Earth cults. I need to find places to place my last priests. I think I might hard dig g6 here. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like a hard dig on g6 here.
So I don't really need the worker production that bad. I'm also tempted to just throw a priest onto the cults and then immediately try to pass onto the swarmlings tile. The hard dig on I8 is also okay because that gives me the dream of 3 towns still. Might as well dig when I have the digs up, yeah. Djinni just used their lamp now. They're going to try to close this cult fast. That makes a lot of sense. Swarmlings build a dwelling, and they still have to use their TP action, so they're not actually out of the round just yet. Which is good, because I wanted to make 2 actions left. I still wanted to place this priest, and I wanted to hard dig a dwelling, probably. The Swarmlings game is honestly going pretty fine. The fact that they have no cult presence is bad, but they'll get some network points. They're getting passing points. They have Earth 1. I think that next round they're probably just going to get Water 1 or Air 1, so they're going to get like 8-ish points off of that. That's unfortunate that that's how that went down. I should have down converted even more, because now I'm going to miss out on this leech. I'm never getting this hex away from djinni, so I should not worry about that too much. Yeah. Sad times. Swarmlings are not 100% out of stuff to do, but if this doesn't work out how I hope, then I'm still able to just use an X token. So I have like infinite stall capability to get onto the Swarmlings tile. I also kind of think that Swarmlings might not go for the Sanctuary and might try to get a triple dig next round. Or like a double dig, rather. So I could get the coins again, which would be pretty filthy. Is TP not better for econ balance and then delayed digs for later? Nah, I'm going for digs next round. You might be right. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right, but whatever. So this is 10 coins for the dig advance, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17. So 17 coins for the first town. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I would need 27 coins over the next few rounds. So maybe I'm supposed to dig through here first, make 2 TPs, and then those 2 TPs can turn into 4 coins as I cut through the east. Anyway, I totally get your point that the TP was likely better, but I'm okay with that. Because I do have 6 workers stored here, right? Like, that's part of what you're saying. Do I have the workers to do that next round anyway? So 4 for the dig advance, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I have almost enough workers for that. A little bit short. I have like 14 workers, but I also need coins. Dude, what is going on here, buddy? Just throw your last, like, certainly take the last priest on air, right? Like, this is not good. Not confident that you're right, I think just your thought looking at the position. No, I think you're probably right. Like, I'm probably not getting 2 towns next round anyway, which is a bit of a bummer, but yep, as predicted, that's the last priest to air there. I think that they should temple air 1, but they probably won't. I could send last priest to water as well, but that doesn't seem that good when I could be getting a coins action here. Like, based on precedent, I think I'm likely to get a coins action if I just stay the course here. Yeah, I have two tokens, so that's okay, cool. All right, so let's test our theory here. I think we're just second this game. Very likely, I think we're second this game. I think djinni are just probably smashing us here. And I guess swarmlings aren't technically out of it, but they're not as strong a cult as you would like them to be. S-Check is not happy about getting blocked off of this pass tile. I mean, I think that they were supposed to get blocked off of that pass tile. Engineers, I think next round engineers actually have a kind of fun round, right? They're going to bridge, they're going to sanctuary, and then they're going to stronghold. And then they're going to pass for both air 1 and stronghold points. He says with confidence, though, obviously it's quite possible that it doesn't go down that way. Yeah, this is a sweet game from S-Check. I think that I would just Sanctuary Fire 2 here. Like, the steps on fire are very valuable. And then you don't even need the 2 key town, actually. The 8-pointer is probably enough. Then take the other 8-pointer as well, or like a priest, or like an 11-pointer or something. Yeah, I'd probably go Sanctuary for like the priest and 11-pointer or something. Wow. I didn't expect that. I think that just building this hex was fine. But yeah, they're okay because they wanted the 2 key town. Fair enough. Well, admittedly, that makes Swarmlings cults look a lot better. They could be beating us here. That'll be a real bummer. NGs also did want that bridge power action, so that's a bit sad for them as well. Yeah. Looks pretty good here for djinni. Plus they have a chance at this town as well. It's going to be hard for me to stop them from making this town unless I take a6, which I'm not really incentivized to do. Okay, I think I'm actually supposed to take a6 here. If djinni don't secure this hex over the next two, I mean, djinni are supposed to secure this hex over their next two actions, but if I can get this guy, then I'm likely to be able to town here for my third town. I guess I could also just like look for this town, or like this town down here with Sanctuary Fire too. So that also has a high chance of being correct. Yeah, this game is turning out to be a disaster. You're saying that there's a chance that I connect. I am aware of that. However, I'm pretty sure that swarmlings are supposed to double dig this hex, right? Engineers take Earth 1 instead of Air 1. I'm almost certain that's supposed to be Air 1. But whatever. And djinni are not going to be nice to me in leaving this hex. They are going to, rightfully, I think, take this now. Yeah, they have 3 dwellings on their board. There's no way that they should be giving that up. Swarmlings could also just triple dig this guy, right? Yeah, I mean, I just think that djinni have so many dwellings left on their board that they should be able to secure this northern town space and get the south.
Can you hand me the lotion behind the laptop?
Oh, swarmlings are going to advance on the exchange track. Hmm?
Where's your gym bag? That looks again.
Well, that's quite annoying. They're playing a good game. Yeah, this h5 was a mistake. I think I was just supposed to start b5 to ensure connection, then come down here. Or even e10, incentivize engineers to come through to me. Let's go here. No, it's fine. I think that I can, well, maybe I should take this hex, right? All right, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes to workers to make this town.
Incentivizing engineers is unlikely proposition. Agreed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. This gets me a town faster. Do I want Sanctuary Fire too? We're just going to do what we can. Like, I think that there's a pretty reasonable chance we actually do lose to Swarmlings here. They're going to beat us in Network and in Cults. And it's pretty hard to win when you're this far behind and losing both Network and Cults. NG's, I think that this means that they're going to go for the bridge strategy and just build these 2 bridges. And then pass for 8, 9, 10, 11. 8 plus 9 is 17 points. And they're beating me on Cults too. Yeah, I got wrecked on Cults this game. Despite having 4 to the Cults, I'm going to score like 2. Like, I don't know if this is any points here. Might be like 2, 3, 4 points on the Cults. You think engineers just kind of killed me? That's pretty possible, yeah. Swarmlings do advance on the exchange track again. So I was never connecting. Like, engineers might beat me too. Like, a tall game plan can win in Terra Mystica. And not that this is a good tall game plan, but they are going to pass for lots of points. And Swarmlings have yet to take Water 1, so if engineers open next round with Temple Water 1, then that is a problem. Okay, never mind. That's quite bad. Okay, I think that this stronghold means I am supposed to try to take a6 this round. I think that I just leave this town to be, and then I take this town instead. Or I take this hex instead. Djinni might still be able to force out a town over here anyway, but no need to make it that easy on them. Wow, both worker towns are gone. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to make this. So I think that I am supposed to just stay in the round long enough to make that town. That requires 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 coins. I'm 1 coin short. But the 7 and 8 pointers both being gone is a huge bummer for me. I guess I just take a priest town. Yeah, priest could become a coin. Or how many towns more are disappearing? If I really have 3 town dreams, then no, the priest can become a worker. I can secure this a6 hex later.
Yeah. Okay. We can get 6 coins with the token after this. We need workers, I think. This priest is a fancy worker right now. Buddy, you really don't need that. That actually might make it hard for me to even get any network points because I have -6 over here. Engineers have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 structures. It's theoretically not impossible for them to get these two, but I can dig that away. Like this would be 9. But again, is in pain looking at this as well. Yeah, I think I was supposed to go for G3. I was probably supposed to go for G3, and really that really hurts swarmlings. Maybe I'm playing for second after that, but then, like the fact is that I didn't really use my tokens for much else. I didn't really snowball them very well. But let's see how this goes. Anyway, yeah, sometimes, Terra Mystica is a very interactive game. Sometimes your opponents do weird stuff and you just get screwed. It happens. Wait, what happened to all my workers? Oh, I was counting these as workers that I had in hand. Wow, that was really bad. Okay, well, in any case, I'm obviously taking workers with these. Can I still go for 3 towns? Not sure. Okay, I greatly miscounted. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 workers. And then I would need a sanctuary. For fire 2. So that'll be 13 workers that I need still. That's just not happening, right? Oh wait, I can still make... Can I make this town happen if I get 1 more leech? I probably won't get that leech, I guess. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have exactly enough workers, but I'm 1/2 power short, and I have no way of getting that power. Oh god, that hurts. So if I take this hex and this hex, and then I sanctuary for this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Do I have 18 workers left in me? With priest to workers, I think I actually do. I need 18 workers. Right now I have 8. There's 8 here. So that's 16 plus 3 here is okay. Yeah. I do technically have enough to still make this. Hey. You're okay, girl. Okay, I think I am supposed to go for this last town. Um, yeah, I think that what we'll do is we'll dig this hex, make 2 TPs. Then, yeah, we'll dig this hex and then make 2 TPs. Then we'll pass. Next round, we'll get this hex, sanctuary, TP. Swarmlings are going to get this big building tile. It's a bummer. Yeah, djinni only have 1 ship, so I should be safe here. Swarmlings could blow up this town, I guess, but I just have to kind of hope that they don't want to. Like, if they do, it's not really that different. I'm still going to make this town. Like, it doesn't really hurt me to have gone for this town if Swarmlings do blow it up, so it's fine. djinni should be okay to make their town. Okay, so what were we saying about the cost of making this? It's 1, 2, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Workers wise. So 4 for this, 2 for this, 2 for this. So that's a total of 10. Then 3 for this. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think making this TP now is probably a bad idea. Securing this hex now is a good idea. This is just a little more protection for us. And we should not be short on... Okay. djinni just hate dig me with some of their stuff, which is okay, I guess. I think that they still had a chance to go for this town, but I guess they saw that I could just take away this town by building A4, so. So fair enough. Like, I don't think that I needed this hex anyway. I'm probably looking for... So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 workers to make this town. And then this is just 2 workers to make this town. So I only need 11 workers. I have 11 workers. I think we're good to go. We'll open the round with Sanctuary Fire 2, and then we can just take a high VP town. We'll grab the 11 pointer. Not that anyone else is really fighting for towns, I guess. So, nonetheless, we need to secure Fire 2. We could still get blocked there, and that would be quite painful. Swarmlings have beaten us. I think it's fairly clear now. I'm going to get 2 more towns, but they have me beat by a lot in both cults and network. And that is going to be enough for them, I think. Djinni have obviously beaten us. They're also beating us in both cults and network. And they're beating us by a lot in both of those. And they're going to pass for a lot more points than we are. Oh, cool. We have a spade in hand that I didn't realize. So... maybe we have a little bit of network. NGs have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is an 8 structures NGs game. I've got some stuff over here. Whoa. Just heard a interesting sound effect, but I don't know what that was from. Most natural gamer. Oh, you're Farty Town. Farty Town. Okay, cool. Yeah. At first I thought that you might have been an alt because you got like a kind of a silly username and not a lot of games. But yeah, it does seem like you're relatively new. There's plenty to learn. You can also check my YouTube channel. I think it might be linked from my Twitch. So yeah, check it out. Check it out later. For now, just focus on your game and we'll see how it goes.
And the answer is no, actually. Yeah, like maybe, but like.
We'll still take cheap leech.
But I have to try and do something, but. Like that is a timestamp proof of.
Just lock this up. You really underestimated the Swarmlings game. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a great Swarmlings game, but it's enough. Like, it's enough to get second here, so. Is it enough to get first? It's not impossible that it would be enough to get first, but.
Yeah, exactly. Because like I'm just gonna sit there and
Grab that. Am I supposed to care if Swarmlings build all these dwellings here? Like, I could dig E8 to E4 to black here, and oh, I can't actually block the hex though, so whatever. All that sort, like, it's not very efficient network-wise or points-wise to build those, but it might be efficient in terms of building network because they're gonna beat Djinni on network. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to get this hex, so they're going to build 3 more structures, so they'll end with 1, 2, 3, 4 on their board. I think that we're supposed to use our tokens here. We're supposed to make another temple here, I think. And then we can make a temple for fire one, or for air one, and for and then make another TP. And then we can advance our shipping, so that way we can maybe contest a little bit on network. I don't know, who cares?
I did in person while I was at a cafe in Venice. Oh, the yeah, 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 the silica package house. And I did this one in Venice, which I also think of this is obviously supposed to be water. And then this is the cool blonde, and I hated it because I did it on the airplane, and there was no air conditioning on this airplane. And I
Still gonna take cheap leech.
and then so I redid it, but zoomed out. But I didn't do
What's gonna happen with djinni here? I don't know what they're actually doing here. They're going to advance ship.
I was like, this is getting witchy here, and I literally can't even tell what this is. So then I was like, okay, this is evil. But I've just been trying to practice, and also it's supposed to be well on vacation. Like, you know, I'm just enjoying the Tuscan air, just do something, you know. And then also like maybe something new here, you know. Because otherwise,
Oh, the workers action went away. I was interested in that.
yeah, they're
So let's say swarmlings build 2 more of these dwellings for Earth 1 points. That's 108. They would end with 2 resource points, 110, 114. Network outright is 132 plus. This is maybe like 16 to 20 cult points, like 150-ish. I don't think we have 150.
yeah, there's not even any seats downstairs.
Maybe we have 150.
Okay, but I'm ready to go.
Genie are at 10 structures right now. I don't think that we can beat 10. We've stranded 6 over here. We're gonna have our hands full trying to beat
Oh, yeah.
9 here from engineers. In fact, we're only gonna tie engineers, huh?
Oh, yeah,
I
no,
don't like that.
I haven't seen that, so,
No, chili.
yeah, it is a little, I feel like a little chilly.
For me personally.
Well, it's a little windy.
It says it's 60 degrees.
I didn't use
You wore your tank top and shorts earlier, and I asked him how the weather was, and he said it was
well,
nice.
maybe you guys are similar. I get cold
I
anyways.
don't know, I can see.
I'm sure walking more.
Yeah, that's true.
This temple was supposed to
But I
happen.
was
I actually, this was a case where I might have skipped making a temple.
I think I get colder later. Cause I was worried I wasn't gonna be.
What do we like to do here? Do we like to temple here?
Hey, stay here, chilling.
We already took the 11 pointer.
House ones. Extra. I guess I'll take some water.
Yeah.
Sorry, George.
It's okay.
Think she thinks we're taking her outside. Hey, sit.
So temple for fire 3, temple for water 3. Oh wait, no, I'm down here. What am I doing? Yeah.
Stay.
How much do my priests get me? They're really only useful for temple fire 3, or temple air 1, which of course I'm interested in. But okay, fine. So let's do this. Okay, what would we like to do still? I think we would like to temple TP advanced ship. Alright. Oops. My bad. I think that all of these are supposed to turn. It's supposed to go like this, yeah. Well, if we're advancing our shipping anyway, let's just take care of that now. So that way we can get this. Why do I seem to be in a paradox right now? Okay, we do this. Then we do this. We take this. Okay. And I think what we can do now is we can use one of our tokens to get coins. And then we temple, we take air 1. Then we use our other token to get workers. And then we build temple, air 1, and then we build TP, and then we advance our shipping. I'm not sure if we still have enough to advance our shipping at the end there. So we need to do some math to figure out if that's correct. How many structures have we got here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we just hard dig a structure and then advance our ship, that's going to be it's probably like Earth 3, which is really bad, but whatever. Water 3, okay. That makes me feel a lot happier that my opponents are fighting each other here. Djinni have done their own slight investment into network. Swarmlings can only build one more structure. Oh, so they're ending with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structures on their board. Okay, Swarmlings made a mistake. They want their move back. They tried to dig a yellow, but obviously they should just be building this hex. They took a 2 for 1, so they could temple for... Okay, they're digging this yellow hex, which is actually a waste of time, but let's not tell them that. Chili, hey girl, you're okay. Yeah, we're fine. Swarmlings realizing that they don't actually need to dig that yellow hex. Oh wait, they do kind of need to dig that yellow hex, but they should just build a dwelling if they really care that much about network. Yeah, djinni will advance their ship to 3 and then come after these two guys. Why isn't there a dog faction in Terra Mystica? Well, there should be, right? Swarmling's talking about a workers' action that happened at some point. So assuming nothing else changes, Swarmlings have 11 points here. They'll probably get 12 points in network, so that's 23 total points, plus this is 30, plus this is 31, plus a resource point is 32, so that would be 135. Maybe they tie for network 138. Okay, so we are probably beating... Oh, wait, never mind. They get another 3 points. They're at like 140-ish. I overestimated them a little bit before. We're going to get our TP coins. Terranova is Sea Dogs on blue. That's true. I like the Sea Dogs. They're a fun faction. Okay, so one of our options is we dig and build this dwelling, and then we advance our shipping, and then maybe we advance our shipping a second time, or we send a priest to a cult or something. That line is worth 3 points for the ship advance, 2 points for the dwelling, and probably 6 points on network. So that's about an 11-point line. Our other line involves templing for water 3, or templing for, let's call it air 1, and then TP, and then use the token, and then make a TP. That's at least 10 points. But then what? I would have 1 coin left over after temple and TP. 1 coin. 1 priest. Can I still advance my shipping is the question. We really need to math this one out. So we're looking at the temple leaves us with 1 coin, 2 priests, or 5 coins, or 4 coins, 2 priests. Then we do the bump action. Then we have 3 workers, 4 coins, 2 priests. So if we make the TP, then we'll have 1 coin, 1 worker, 2 priests. That's not quite enough for a ship advance. However, if my temple is instead for fire 3, I think that that's enough. I'm not going to math it out beyond that, but I think that templing for fire 3 is enough to make that. And then I still get the ship advance. That's a 6-point ship advance. I think it should be okay. Oh, wait, what? My temples are more expensive? Oh, God. I didn't know that. Okay, well, that was rough. Okay, so maybe making this TP isn't happening, and instead... Huh. This is quite awkward. Okay. Oh well. That's fine. That's fine. The temple for Air 1 isn't that bad. I think we're supposed to just use the... Yeah, I think we're probably supposed to use our bump or our newfound token not to make another TP for 7 points, but rather to advance our shipping for 7 points twice and get a... and then get 3 points as well on network. So I think that that's what's going to happen here. $137, advanced ship twice, will be at 144, and then we'll get 3 points on network. I don't know exactly how this will go down, but But I think advancing ship twice is correct rather than upgrading to a TP. I guess the benefit of upgrading to a TP is that I can send my priests to cults, but yeah. So for example, I am going to be able to bump up the fire cult. But I don't have to protect these guys, so it's good for us if we can annoy djinni by putting priests to fire, I think. How many points is that worth to force djinni to temple? Yeah, because djinni really want to make yeah, what djinni actually want to do is they want to make trading posts. But I can affect their ability to make trading posts by sending my priest to cult. So I'm going to do this. This is worth at least 2 points, which compensates me a lot. That compensates me 2 of the 3 points from not advancing ship. All right, so what have djinni got? They're going to temple, probably water 2. Yeah, so djinni probably temple water 2, so that they can beat me on fire cult. Then they pass for 9, right? Or they might just let me tie them on fire, because the TP is worth so much better. The TP is so much better. So we'll end with 3 here. I don't know, djinni's cult score is a little less impressive than you might think. So, but they are going to pass for 10, 8 plus 3. Or 8 plus 5 is 11. They'll win network outright. So that's 115 plus 118 is 133. 141. 143. djinni are not as killing it as I thought. Might still be enough to beat us, but this is a little better looking than I had realized. djinni now need to decide if they're TPing or templing. I think that the correct move is to TP. The TP is worth 5 points. The temple is worth 2 points with a 4-point swing on me. So you got to think that the TP is better. But hey, who am I to say? Engineers fighting this hard for cults wound up working out for me because I was never like that committed on cults. Like I didn't take any cult towns, so I actually got 3 very high VP towns, which is nice. The 0 on network kind of hurts though. So we're gonna get 140. We'll pass 144. Yeah, it is the TP. Cool. They have a resource point, so they're gonna pass for 7 plus 5 is 12. The resource port is 13, 123. The network win is 141. 149, 151 plus 6, 157. Yeah, I don't have 157, but hey, we put up a valiant effort. This cutoff was pretty rough to deal with. We're gonna end with 4. This is a very cheap 4. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 6 is 13. We actually got pretty close. I think we're gonna lose by like just a couple points. 154. That sounds about right. Yeah, like low mid 150s, whereas djinni have like mid high 150s. Now djinni obviously like losing this hex was a bad break, but I think that they got a very very good break here, so it's okay. Might have been 156. Could be right. I don't know. 157. Okay, so we actually got a tie. We lucked into a tie here. Okay, I mean, I can live with that. I probably took I took like several 2-for-1s in the final round, so I think I might have made some mistakes there. I think that in the end, this was probably the best line I could have taken, though. Just minus like taking some of that leech. Did I take air 1 in round 6? I did take air 1 in round 6. Maybe I should have taken fire 3 instead. If engineers double dig d4 e9, then the game was mine. So red alert. To be clear, I was thinking of that I was taking fire 3 and then advancing ship, and then building TP and then advancing ship for 3 network points. However, I thought at the time I thought that djinni would respond by temple fire 2, and I also thought that my temple was one thing cheaper, but it was not. So that was definitely a mistake. However, air 1 was 5 points, and my priests. I guess I got a priest here and a priest here. Yeah, it probably wins me the game, but hey, didn't know. That's the game. I think that maybe we should take a look at it, right? So, nice resilient game after losing network. I mean, goblins are stupid strong, right? And this game kind of helps to prove that. So, none of us was fast. We were the slowest. You know, stream happens. Like, this is an insanely difficult game to play. Plus, goblins are just full of stuff. Like, I have 51 actions. That's too many. Goblins are really stupid. I like being at this handicap, having this color neighbor, and then like engineers like lock me out of here. djinni get double dig in round 1. It was like stupidly good, and we still managed to tie for the victory, even though we made several mistakes. Like, S-Check, hello. Yes, good game. And well played. I think goblins are just stupidly strong. I think that they were supposed to be bid down a few more points. And I also think that I was probably supposed to win this game by even more, except that but of course, or like I was probably supposed to win this game if things happened normally. However, I was also supposed to play this game if I just play like if I don't make massive mistakes, which I did. And if I don't take like a 2-for-1 or something in the final round, I end up with 2 coins, like stuff like that. There's a bit of sloppiness where maybe I could have taken fire 3, but probably if I take fire 3, then you're more incentivized to take fire 2 as well. So, you know, who knows? Just taking a look down here, just massive numbers of coins and workers is going to make a lot of points. taking early Earth 1 and taking Water 1 when my network or when my economy was already set up. Like this obviously made lots of points from Water 1. This was 15 point Water 1, 14 point Earth 1. And yeah, lots of points off the scoring track. We didn't pass particularly well. We got locked out in the final round. That was kind of a bad break, but it's pretty fun to take Priest 11 pointer as towns. And it's quite lucky to get 13 points off of this cult game, which I really didn't expect. That's part of how I was able to claw my way back just by luck of this. So, anyway, yeah, it's been a very long stream. We actually might go for a second stream today, so just stay tuned in case that happens. But thanks everyone for chatting. I think that was a fun one. Like it is like I'm frustrated when things break badly and when things like don't happen the way they're supposed to. But this one did make me think quite a bit, as you can see from my thinking time, and it was pretty interesting of a game at least. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. We will bid more for goblins on the next time, and we'll just see y'all next time.